what you would like to see. Coming up on an hour and a half into the stream, probably got another 2.5 hours to go. Don't feel bad, man, you are here watching. So I always give priority to people who are here watching, because then we can have those kinds of conversations. Are you on the community Discord, and would you like to join in voice chat, sir? Let me know, and we can see if we can make that happen too. And while I'm waiting on that response, I'm gonna swing around, do my characteristic screenshots of the Tier 9 Premium Battleship Yamato. Nope, I'm sorry, Musashi. Yeah, let's do that. Love the bow. If you ever get a chance to go to Japan, you must, absolutely must, go to Kure, spelled K-U-R-E. It is a suburb of Hiroshima, and in Kure they have the museum dedicated to the Yamato. It's an amazing museum. It's 3 stories tall. They've got 18.1-inch shells of armor-piercing, high explosive, and I can't remember the other one. The cluster bomb that they used. So they actually fired the main batteries at aircraft and tried to blow them up and stuff like that. And actually, I think it became a bigger problem for the ships than for the planes. But in any case, check it out. They also have a very large model of the Yamato, and the cool thing is you can walk around it, you can walk under it, and then they have this like ramp walkway up, so you can walk all the way around it and go up, so you can get like views like this of the model. I mean, it's just really cool. You learn an awful lot about the technologies that Japan had to invent in order to build the Yamato. Things like the bulbous bow. See that little thing there protruding? Nope, it is not a penis. It is actually designed to break the water ahead of the ship, and that makes it more water hydrodynamic. It means that a larger ship like this can push through water faster. And this technology is currently adopted on pretty much every major tanker, cargo ship, merchant vessel, all that stuff. So the museum actually kind of goes through everything that was used to build a ship as large and advanced as the Yamato, and how it actually made an impact on the maritime fleet. It's awesome. So yeah, check it out. Let's take a look at chat. Okay, no problem, Dragon. Yes, SAT. Also visit the Mikasa that's in Yokosuka, just south of Tokyo. I am remiss that I didn't realize the Mikasa was there when I visited with my wife. And since I was with my wife, I didn't feel comfortable dragging her to every single museum under the sun. So she dealt with it with the Yamato Museum. I think they have, if I remember right, they had I can't remember if it was the Fuso, Yamashiro, or the Nagato, but they had a 12-inch gun or 14-inch gun from one of those battleships, and I think they also had a propeller there too, or something that was salvaged. Yeah, the Yamato model at Kure is 1/10 scale, so that's about 26 meters long. Thanks, bank account, for chiming in with that info. And they have it, like, right outside of the museum is the actual, like, berth where they built the ship and stuff like that. So it's amazing when you see the size of that, even looking at, even when you're looking at, like, Google Earth or something, you get an idea of just the size of the ship. And, so let's talk about a couple of things too with this ship real quick. I'm not seeing any flags at all. And I don't know why you're not running like Military Month or some of the other ones that you could. Military Month, of course, gives you some bonuses. Other ones are cosmetic. Some definite flags that you could / should be running, like Repair Party Booster. At least you got premium for that. Consumable Reload, Fire Reduction, Torpedo Flood Reduction, maybe Secondary Booster. But I mean, you know, personally, I'd like to see you be running a few combat flags, especially since it's Tier 9. And, oh, look at that. You are up against Kami Samurai in the proper Yamato. But wait, there's a Lexington. Shoot the carrier. Oh my god, it's the carrier. Shoot the carrier. Shoot the carrior. Oh my god, shoot the carrier. Oh. And now you see one of the problems with this wonderful ship is the turrets are so slow to turn. Dragon says he is not using combat flags in random never. That's fair. I use them up until I'm at about 400 flags, and then I will stop using them so I have them for randoms, or sorry, for ranked or for clan battles. So Kami Samurai is a known streamer. He's a community contributor, so you see him there. Interestingly enough, he is by himself. Large group is at C cap. You guys are kind of at A, although your push is stalled here at A, unfortunately. You have two buddies in tier 9 ships. You've got a Missouri with you. So Missouri's got really good anti-air, so I'd be trying to talk to him about sticking close, because the Lexington can do bad things to you. Shiest, sorry man, I'm going to be streaming for a little bit. You're sounding like my wife now. Hurry up with this stream. I'm going to stream until 5 o'clock Central, so that's another 2.5 hours, sir. So we're just getting started. Now, this might be a good opportunity to start spanking the ships that are pushing through C-Cap. I would almost turn your ship and go right where that Des Moines is, and pretty much deny these guys from pushing out of C-Cap. I'm not quite sure what you're hoping to accomplish by continuing to sail south right now. The Yamato is there, Frederick is there, you've got a Zao there, there's smoke, so clearly one of the destroyers is there, and it's not the Kiev, so it's either the Fletcher or the Yu Yang. Yu Yang spotted there, so it's going to be a Fletcher. Oh, broadside Zao. Don't mind if I do. Now, the Musashi, just like the Yamato, has the 18.1 inches of gun caliber, so really good lull pen machine. And that comes in really, really handy. It does not have the same sigma value as the Yamato, which means that guns are a little bit wonkier. But that's actually kind of a good thing for people who are not used to the ship. Look at that, 13k. Because it means that you get better chances of getting what's called like a dispersion citadel, which means that your aim was a little on the poor side, but you still managed to do really good things. Kami, by the way, is a very good Yamato player, so I'm just amazed that he hasn't like just completely obliterated you yet. Despite the number of times you've kind of given him a broadside shot. Oh, this is it. No. Trolled by Yamato, by the Zao armor. Oh, you got SM Rabbit on your team there. He's a good player. Recognize him. Yeah, it is very slow to turn, and you definitely, you know, flipping your guns in the ship is hard, so that makes sense why you would want to keep going straight into A. The only thing I'm just thinking of is that the enemy team is in a position right now where you have to push into A, and they're ready for you to push into them. If you look at Kami, he's already gone bow on, and he's just going to sit there and dare you to push him. Meanwhile, the group from C is moving into B cap, so I think had you gone up to here, you might have been able to smack the Charles, maybe another ship or something like that. I don't know. Lexington has been spotted. You could try to go after the Lexington to alleviate, airstrikes and stuff like that. But I mean, it's a tier 8 ship, so I can understand if you wouldn't. Oh, you got Silly Putty in here too. He's in 5-inch? I thought he was in whatever. I don't remember what clan he's in. What else do you have? I don't recognize anybody else. Okay, so now what do you do? If you push into A cap, chances are pretty high that you're going to see torpedoes coming from Fletcher soon. I wouldn't be surprised if the Fletcher is waiting right here to torp at you. So you have to be really thinking about how you're going to push and when. Kami, by the way, you notice he's turned away. Interestingly enough, he took out the Benson in B, and he's probably going to try to take out these guys here. Missouri and Neptune should have kited at sea. Easy position to defend. That's true. Now it's a little bit too late. The Neptune is trying to get back in. Alright, so you got shots coming out on the Lex. Now, one other thing that's a little bit different too about this ship, a little bit behind, is that it's actually a little bit higher on the water line than the Yamato. So there's a little bit more of the ship that can get citadeled and hit and stuff. So you have to be really careful to defend that citadel. Nice, there goes the Lex. I might have shot the Baltimore there, but I'm not going to fault you for shooting at a Freddy that's almost broadside. Again, you've got to be thinking, where's that Fletcher? And that Fletcher, I would think, is probably here somewhere. 2 fires might be worth DCPing, but you're probably holding because of the torpedo threat. Got a broadside. Hold that shot. Hold the shot. Yeah, see, I would have held that shot and fired at the Freddy once that other one landed. He shot down 2 planes. Good job, sir. Now, even though it's the tier 8, the fact that you've killed the carrier is going to give you an awful lot of advantage here. I think those shots are a little bit too far behind. There's no point in chasing. You've got advantage in terms of vision, as long as your friendly carrier knows what that means and how to exploit it. Unfortunately, he's sailing his torpedo bombers right into the Baltimore. So yeah. Yep, and you were expecting torps any minute. Now, see, the thing about fires is you can heal them at 100%. So, nice shot by Rabbit there. North Carolina, Kiev, Charles. Charles is broadside and has nowhere to turn, so I would shoot at the Charles. Especially with you turning the way you are right now, it would help your guns actually get in position better. Way too far behind. And here's your gearing. Just sitting there like, hey guys, I'm here to help. I mean, really? Oh, jeez. Charles, did he beach? He beached. Oh, yes. And wait for it. Oh, ding! Fries are done.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Now, if you know that you're gonna switch position of your guns like that, I would flip my guns. I'd immediately start looking left, because the guns are so slow to turn. I wouldn't shoot him. There's no point. He's at 2K. Shoot the North Carolina. See? Too late? Alright, fine. You'll have to settle for Kami. Now, you have to be careful too. Yu Yang was last spotted here, so deep water torpedoes are a thing. And you're in the lead right now. Personally, I would try to get behind the gearing. Regardless, that turn actually might have just saved your butt. Nice, somebody smacked the North Carolina hard, and you're about to smack them even harder. Ta-da!
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Now there's 3 destroyers, none of which you know exactly where they are. I mean, the Kiev is in a smoke, sure. That might be a good opportunity to slow down a little bit and just take your time. Kiev's got a good name for that ship. Damn the torpedoes. Although torpedoes on the Kiev are pretty decent. You bounced off the Yamato. Ouch. I'd be asking the carrier to find and torpedo the Yu Yang or the Kiev. Oh, that's unfortunate. There goes Rabbit. Hindenburg is bow on to you. You can pen him. Hi there, Paint Pro. What was your replay that you submitted? And remember, he's got 8-kilometer torps. Yeah, Kiev is very fast. And more deep water torps. Now, this is dangerous because of that Kiev torped and hits you again. That's all she wrote. There's the Yu Yang. I'd be shooting at the Yu Yang. Yeah, well, he couldn't get a solid pen on you either, so I guess luck goes both ways in that battle. Oh well. This is what I hate, you know, you guys have had, you've had the advantage in terms of the carrier and spotting, and it's been completely squandered. That Yu Yang should be dead right now. The Fletcher should be dead right now, assuming he doesn't have defensive fire. But instead the carrier is just blowing planes on ships that have better anti-air. It makes no sense. Map hack there, that's hitting the M key rapidly to kind of get a quick look at the target. Fletcher, 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 Fletcher. Did I say it already? Fletcher. Des Moines on Atlantic. No, I have not shown that one. Is that the one that you sent in the video for instead of the replay file? On the other hand, the enemy is at superior positioning the entire game and done nothing with it. That is very true as well. They should have been sealing the deal and they haven't, which is interesting to see. Now, I'd be letting... What's your div made at health-wise? Oh, yeah, I'd let him take the lead. He's got radar. He's got the health pool. There's the Yu Yang. Now, when I see a destroyer doing that, I'm often thinking he's trying to bait me to do something. So you got to think about what he's trying to bait you to do. And my guess is it would be to turn broadside into his torps. Alright, Paint Pro, well, we could take a look after this battle and see if I can find that replay that you're talking about. I do have a few Des Moines battles, so one of them might be it. Oh, good dodge! Well, your div made dodge too? Yeah. Yeah, see, your div mate needs to be taking charge now. It's time for him to get into the battle. This gearing of yours, man, I mean, he's seeing the world, but that's about all he's seeing. So that's unfortunate. I think had he been a better destroyer, being more aggressive, that sort of thing, I think things would have gone very differently. Now, by turning the way you're turning, you are pushing into the Yu Yang and his deep water torpedoes. Now, I understand the reluctance to turn the other way because you've got the Hindenburg that's going to face torp you. So you got to be thinking about preparing yourself for this next shot. This shot is going to be for all of it. Battle carrier dropped on Kami. Okay, but like I said, he could have easily dropped on the Yu Yang. No, keep your guns, keep your guns. You're gonna spot him in a second, keep your guns. The guns are so slow, they're very difficult to react. This is where I'd be asking your divmate to radar. Obviously, I don't know what the radar... 25 hit points, come on. Now, the fact that you're not spotted tells me he's behind the island over here somewhere. Okay, it's good that you put the plane up. You need that vision. Oh. Yu Yang is radar. Okay. Your divmate just took a torp. There he is. Here's where you gotta be aggressive. Sitting here, you're gonna get shot by Kami. Fletcher's over there too now. Alright, so they're helping each other. Which means Fletcher is setting torpedoes this way. I think turning out like you're doing right now, very risky. You're not detected anymore? Yeah, turning in is a good idea. Bye. And the gearing just dies. Unbelievable. And you, sir, are dead. I don't know why you turned that way. Oh, well, it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, they're not going to shoot in that situation. They know the only way that they're going to shoot is if they're in a position that they're going to lose, and they definitely were not in a position where they were going to lose. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, the situation with radar with your division mate, but that would have been something, you know, I was trying to work with him. He, like I said, your division mate should have taken over, especially with you being such low health. But you both survived, so huge fail on the carrier's part, absolutely. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people went and fed themselves to Kami and others. So surviving, hey,